From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. A storm sweeping across southern Canada will unleash strong winds, snow showers, and new rounds of lake-effect snow through Thursday night across portions of the Midwest and the Northeast. AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that dangerous conditions may occur on some highways, even well away from the Great Lakes, with snow squalls, a flash freeze, and really frigid air. The Canadian storm will travel from northern Alberta to the southern parts of Ontario and Quebec by midweek. Typically, when a storm tracks so far to the north, precipitation and impacts are limited in the U.S. However, the upcoming storm will not only strengthen but also grow in size and produce at least some snow shower activity as far south as parts of the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, the southern Appalachians, and the mid-Atlantic coast. The steadiest snow will track near the Canadian border from northern Minnesota, northern Michigan, and the northern parts of New York and New England. There will be a locally heavy lake effect event that develops on the southwest-facing shorelines of the Great Lakes initially, including Buffalo and Watertown through tonight. Today and tomorrow, winds will become more west to northwest, and the bands of heavy lake effect snow will orient to the southeastern shorelines throughout the Great Lakes, from northern Wisconsin and Michigan to northern Ohio, northwestern Pennsylvania, and western and central New York. Once again, some roads near the Great Lakes may close due to the heavy rate of snow and near-zero visibility, even though the amount of snow may not reach the mountainous amounts this time around. Blowing and drifting snow with this event may be significantly worse due to plunging temperatures and the snow becoming more dry and powdery in nature. Gusts up to 50 miles per hour are in store over much of the Midwest and Northeast today, before confining to the Northeast on Thursday, with AccuWeather local storm max gusts of up to 65 miles per hour, most likely near the Great Lakes and over some of the ridges. The snowy dangers of the upcoming storm will be farther reaching compared to the recent round of lake effect snow, where impacts were primarily confined to areas closer to the Great Lakes. Snow showers and intense snow squalls can extend hundreds of miles away from the lakes, including highways near major cities. Snow squalls are the winter cousins of summertime thunderstorms. They tend to be localized and can be exceptionally heavy and even repeat. Along with a sudden drop in visibility, snow squalls can bring a rapid, thin coating of snow to a couple of inches that can bring traffic on the highways to an immediate standstill and a high risk of dangerous multiple vehicle pileups. Now, compounding the issue in this case will be the potential for a rapid freeze-up, where the snow squalls just wet the roads and then the road freezes before it is dried off by gusty winds. In another possible scenario, the snow squalls bring a thin coating that turns icy as vehicles compress the snow and briefly cause it to melt, but then turn it into a sheet of ice. These conditions concern portions of central and southern Wisconsin, the northern parts of Illinois and Indiana, the lower peninsula of Michigan, and a large part of Ohio, West Virginia, New York, and Pennsylvania, as well as northern Maryland, northwestern Virginia, northern and northwestern and central New Jersey, and much of New England. In the Midwest, cities that could experience a quick snow squall with a rapid freeze-up include Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, Indianapolis, and Columbus. In the Northeast, conditions produced by the distant storm can bring a mix of rain and melting wet snow tonight from D.C. to New York City and up to Boston. The risk of a ground-covering snow squall and quick freeze-up in the Northeast will be greatest in the Appalachians to the eastern Great Lakes. Still, it can occur just northeast of Interstate 95 in the mid-Atlantic and throughout New England from late tonight through Thursday. From New York City down to D.C., a heavy snow shower is most likely to make most roads just wet, but can still quickly reduce visibility on Thursday. A brief coating of snow lasting only a few minutes before melting on bridges and overpasses can be enough to create dangerous conditions for that Thursday morning commute. So just be aware, slow it down just a little bit. And since those snow showers can occur during the busy rush hour when roads are bumper to bumper, the risk of accidents will increase. While gusty winds right after the snow showers and snow squalls will tend to dry off roads and sidewalks rather fast. Some may not dry completely before temperatures plunge below freezing. And once again, gusts approaching 50 miles per hour can not only break tree limbs and trigger sporadic power outages, but can make for tricky handling for trucks and trailers in crosswind situations, especially over some of the area bridges. Airline delays due to gusty winds are possible Thursday at many of the major Northeast I-95 airports. Even though the main thrust of the Arctic air will be directed at the Midwest, it will get cold enough in the southeast with a penetrating breeze to be of concern for pipes bursting in poorly insulated areas of homes and businesses. On Thursday night, temperatures will dip into the 20s in Atlanta, Charlotte, Birmingham, and the upstate of South Carolina. If you have not made winter preparations yet for insulating and vulnerable outdoor garden operations in the interior southeast and along the mid-Atlantic coast, well, now is the time if you'd like to avoid damage from the quick upcoming cold blast. That cold air is even affecting things down in Florida, with temperatures dipping into the low 40s and more cold air on the way. It's challenging to enjoy Orlando's renowned water parks, even under sunny skies. As a wave of Arctic air sweeps across central Florida, several theme park water parks operated by Walt Disney World, Universal, and SeaWorld announced closures. Universal's Volcano Bay Water Park was closed Monday and Tuesday. Walt Disney World Resort's Blizzard Beach will be closed through today. Calling it an unprecedented closure, InsideTheMagic.com noted that with temperatures struggling to reach the mid-60s during the day and dipping into low 40s at night, conditions are far from ideal for a water park experience. Blizzard Beach is scheduled to reopen on Thursday, December 5th. Aquatica, SeaWorld Orlando's water park, was closed on Monday and Tuesday. The park will be closed Wednesday as well. If you're planning to visit any of the theme parks or water parks in Florida, check out each park's website for the latest updates on hours, openings, and closures. That's all for now. You can find more stories and regional forecasts at AccuWeather.com, and for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.